So Motorola is back with another budget smartphone, the Moto E5 Plus. The phone packs some impressive specs, has a thin bezel design and has a 5000 mAh battery, which is quite huge, though this also makes the phone quite heavy. You're watching India Today Tech. I'm Rahul Sethi, and in this video we'll take a look at the Moto E5 Plus's design, display, camera and other things. Let's begin. So this is how the box of the Moto E5 Plus looks like. There are some specs written at the back. Let's pull the phone out of the box. Motorola has also mentioned the pricing on the box, which is less than what it has announced. Alright, so this is the 32GB variant that comes with 3GB of RAM. Let's quickly open the box. And here we have the Moto E5 Plus. Looks quite beautiful from the front. And okay, so this is something unusual. We have the back cover already pasted to the phone straight out of the box. Let's remove that and take a look at the phone. This is probably a space saving measure from Motorola, which would not require to pack the back cover separately. So it's quite a bulky phone, it's quite thick as I can see, and not as light as probably the previous E4 Plus, but then again it has a 5000 mAh battery and that will surely add to the bulk. We'll take a look at the phone in detail. Let's quickly take other things out of the box. So next we have the readme guide. We'll tell you about the phone both in English and in Hindi. Then there's a safety information that you can read up at your leisure. And then there is the SIM ejector tool. We'll use it to pull out the SIM card tray and take a look at the slots. There is a charger. So it has a 2 ampere of power output, which means it's a 10 watt charger and should probably charge the 5000 mAh battery pretty quickly. Then there is a micro USB cable, which is pretty long and of good quality. And then there are earphones as well bundled with the phone. They're very basic, they're not something very cool, but they get the job done. They are not in-ear type, made out of plastic, have a remote control with button and a microphone, but no volume controls. Alright, so these are the box contents. Let's push them aside and get back to the phone. So it's a black color Moto E5 Plus and it has already started gathering fingerprints, as you can see. Now the peculiar thing is there is the M logo inside the fingerprint scanner, which is something unique. Then the camera module at the back also has a peculiar look of the Moto G series. You'll see the sensor is only one, it's not a dual camera phone, but instead of the second sensor, Motorola has placed some other sensors and they must be for autofocus. We'll check once we boot up the smartphone. Now like most phones, the Moto E5 also comes with an 18:9 display. The bezels are thin and Motorola has managed to keep its logo at the bottom bezel. At the top you'll find there is a camera flash and a front camera, apart from the earpiece and the sensors. On the left there is the SIM card tray. Let's pull it out quickly. So it's not a hybrid SIM card slot. You can put 2 SIM cards and expand the storage as well. And surprisingly it's made out of metal, so it's very sturdy. The buttons on the right are quite tactile and they are made of plastic, but they are tactile. At the top you have 3.5mm audio jack and the secondary microphone. At the bottom you get the primary microphone and the micro USB port. Now the phone is not made out of metal, although it may look like one, and it also doesn't have glass back. Again, something that you might want to believe in after looking at the phone. It's made purely out of plastic, but despite that the build quality of the phone is quite impressive, which is a great thing about Motorola smartphones. So here we have the Motorola E5 Plus. The display is not as bad as I thought it would be. It's quite glossy and colors look nice. You get nearly stock Android interface you get on most Motorola smartphones, which is a great plus again. And let's check out the version of the software. It runs Android Oreo 8.0 out of the box, The security patch level is March 1. Now before we check the app speed, let's quickly set up the fingerprint scanner and take a look at its speed. So the speed of the fingerprint scanner is not very impressive, especially if you compare it with phones like Redmi Note 5 or the Redmi 5 for example. Most Xiaomi phones have faster fingerprint scanners and the Moto E5 Plus doesn't seem to match that speed. Coming to the software, app opening speed is quite nice. It's not the fastest in this price segment, but it's not slow either. There are some app animations. You'll see that when the app opens, it has a slight lag, and same with the closing of it, but it's not very slow. Now let's talk about the display on the Moto E5 Plus. Most companies don't offer a full HD panel in this price segment, apart from likes of Xiaomi or Huawei. But there are other things we didn't like about the Moto E5 Plus's display. It's a glossy panel and looks not too bad. But one, there is a color shift when you rotate the device at slight angles, and two, you need to keep switching the display settings in the background to keep an optimum saturation level in various scenarios. You'll feel the need to change the settings for an optimum viewing. Gaming is not laggy on the Moto E5 Plus despite an underpowered chip, and that we think is because of its low resolution display. There are no frame drops, no menu lags or freezes. Asphalt 8 runs pretty fine in the medium graphics settings, and that is quite surprising. We briefly tested Moto E5 Plus's rear camera, and we have to say we are not really impressed. Firstly, the phone has laser autofocus, which is neither quick at locking focus nor very stable. Then, images captured in bright settings are often overexposed and oversaturated. The color reproduction is far from accurate, and you'll find yourself manually adjusting the exposure levels. Now this is something Motorola may fix with an update, but it can't fix is the amount of details the phone can capture. Indoors, the rear camera is pretty poor at capturing details and not really what you expect of a 12 megapixel sensor. The 8 megapixel selfie camera is no different. Selfies captured outdoors are bright and will give you decent results, although with lack of detail. Indoors, in low light, the front camera is extremely poor. At 11,999, Motorola E5 Plus competes with the likes of Redmi Y2 that not only trump the phone on paper but most probably in real life, pending our intensive testing. It comes with stock Android interface, which seems to be its only saving grace for now. Let us know what you think about the phone in the comment section below. Also, if you have liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to get latest videos delivered directly to your inbox. Thank you for watching.